Sextuple header. It was summertime on the island of Sodor, and all the trains were working hard, taking passengers and freight from place to place. Most of the engines on Sodor are really nice and friendly. They carry goods and passengers to and from destinations. They like to pull goods year-round on the island of Sodor. Amtrak does a good job with intercity trains because they go long distances and their wheels go really fast indeed. One warm afternoon, Dwee was delivering tool sheds to the painter's shop. She arrived just in time. "You're not late at all," said Henry. "Yes, Dwee, you're just in time," said James. "I'm not late at all," said Dwee. "I'm afraid Sir Topham Hatt has tested positive with COVID," James said nervously. "I'm sure he'll be as good as new in the future," said Dwee. "Thanks, Dwee, I'm sure he will," said James. Then there was trouble. "Stay off the line, puffballs!" roared a voice. "I have to get through!" All the engines gasped in horror as Lebby roared into the distance really fast at 106 miles an hour. "And the fastest engine in the world! I'm the criminal for Sodor!" "I'm feeling frightened of that engine because evil Lebby's finally here," said James. "Don't worry, James," said Henry. "It's just not a big deal." "I have to head off to collect a goods train," said Dwee. And she puffed away. She cleared her throat. Then there was trouble. Dwee looked at Lebby, and she was mean. "I have a plan, and you're not included into it," she said, "because I have weapons that are flammable, and they're gonna go off like a giant bomb." She paused. Dwee was surprised. Sir Topham Hatt has coronavirus, and he's not gonna be here. And she puffed away. She was very cross. And Dwee was scared. She had never met an evil engine. "That's not very nice." Diesel 10 arrived with PT Boomer. He was up to his old tricks. "I've heard that Puffball got frightened earlier," said Diesel 10. "He did," snapped Lebby. The troublesome trucks were around. "So Topham Hatt has COVID. He's not gonna be here this year. He's not gonna be here today or not. He's not gonna do it." "Ha ha, those troublesome trucks are evil," laughed Diesel 10. This made Lebby really cross and furious. "And that's enough!" she roared, and she biffed them really hard. And they rolled right into the buffers and splashed into the lake. This is funny, said the folk. Ha ha, those troublesome trucks need to look where they're going next time, laughed Diesel 10. A few minutes later, Dwee, Mevy, Becky, Lauren, Sam, and Vanessa and Sandy were all coupled, and they puffed away. We have to get our goods delivered, said Dwee. We do, said Mevy. P.T. Boomer was very up to mischief. I have to just scrub the engines, he said. No, you don't, laughed Diesel 10. We're just chasing those puffballs. Just then, they saw a petrifying sight coming towards them. It's Diesel 10, cried Sandy. Dwee's driver applied the emergency brakes, but it was too late. Goodbye, puffballs, said the Diesel 10s. When James saw the accident, he was horrified. I'm sorry this happened, said Sam. I'm sorry too, said Becky. My buffers are damaged, said Dwee. Mine are too, said Vanessa. I don't think a yellow engine would love this, said Dwee. James was worried. That would ruin my paintwork, he said. Sir Topham had arrived. He was not happy. I am not happy, Lebby, he said. You have not been really useful, and you pushed freight cars off the line, and you owe these engines an apology! I'm sorry, she said. It was just a mistake. Once you have been repaired, I will have you in your shed until you learn. Yes, sir. I'm sorry, sir, she said. Cheer up, Lebby, said James. I'm sure you didn't mean to crash. Lebby was upset. That night, all the engines were talking about the scene. They were upset. I'm glad you were really useful, said Henry. I'm glad you were, said Dwee, because her Topham Hat was yelling. He had to, they said, and they all agreed.